Yes, sir.
Please do come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, you are a science student.
Yes, sir.
After your graduation, what are you doing?
Sir,
Since 2018?
Sir, it was during my graduation I had aimed for civil services, but as I could not appear immediately for the civil services due to my age factor, I was involved in teaching activity from 2018 to COVID, and after that I prepared for civil services as it is my third attempt, sir.
You are doing anything in, are you in service?
No, sir. Currently I am preparing for civil services.
Currently you are preparing for service. You have not done post-graduation.
No, sir.
So why did you opt for political science and international relations, even though you are a science student?
Sir, there were a couple of regions for which I opted.
You tell some regions.
Okay. So the first reason is that when I shortlisted some of the subjects, I found political science and international relation as more interested as compared to others. Secondly, I also saw that it has good overlap with GS, so I also thought about input-output ratio.
What is input-output ratio?
Sir,
With when less labor, you will get more output.
sir,
That is the reason you have opted political science.
sir, it will also help me in the GS, so I will, even if I will get less time, I can manage well in both GS and optional.
So GS is only related to political science, not to chemistry or physics or mathematics.
Sir, it has all subjects, but I thought the optionals will help me in the GS, so I had taken that subject.
Since you have taken political science and international relation, you just explain us how you conceive India is a democratic country.
Sir, India is a democratic country because it gives priority to the people, and the ultimate authority resides in the power of the people. Secondly, if we see our neighboring countries, India is the only country perhaps which is existing in stability. So it is the reason of great democratic power of India that has uh, made India more stable.
The neighboring Bangladesh, is not it a democratic country?
Sir, it is democratic, but as compared to India, the people people are not given that much importance in decision making. Perhaps that is the reason, and it has some other reason like military interference in the political government. So that may be the reason that
It was not so in Bangladesh. It may be so in Pakistan, but it was not so in Bangladesh.
Sir, we have recently seen that the Bangladesh government did not give equal opportunity to its opposition parties. That's why people came with a great protest.
That is the
That
reason
is the only
people
reason.
came.
Sir, there were many reasons for people's protest, like the recent quota reinstation recommended by one High Court of Bangladesh. Yes, sir. Secondly, the unemployment and inflation situation in Bangladesh.
So there is no unemployment in India. There is no inflation in India. The GDP of Bangladesh is equal to India. So the economic criteria, as you are mentioning, it is not so significant.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଝିଅ ଏଇଟା তুমি ଯୋଉଟା କହିଲ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ଟ୍ରିଗରିଂ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ କୋଟା ଇସ୍ୟୁ ରିଜର୍ଭେସନ୍ ଅନଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟମେଣ୍ଟ ସବୁ ଟ୍ରିଗରିଂ ପଏଣ୍ଟ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏ ଯେଉଁ ତାଙ୍କର ଇସ୍ୟୁଟା ବର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଜିନିଷଟା କେବେଠାରୁ ଏ ଅସନ୍ତୋଷ ବଢ଼ିଲାଣି କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଡୁ ହ୍ୟାଭ୍ ଏନି ଆଇଡିଆ ମାନେ ଦେୟାର ୱାଜ୍ ସିମରିଂ ଡିସକଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଇନସାଇଡ୍ ଦ whole country against the leader, against the Prime Minister and her party. And for what? And they hold responsible India for that. Jota pacharle, you got the cue from his question.
Yes,
Democracy.
Yes, sir.
तो डेमोक्रेसी रे कौन हवा कथा तमे कहलो जे अल्टीमेट अथॉरिटी लाइज विथ द पीपल एंड दे एक्सरसाइज इट ना से धर की रखि थांती
Yes.
सेही अथॉरिटी टा सेमन तो डेलीगेट करंती कहा को
To their representative.
representatives
Yes.
in the form of election.
Yes, sir.
तो इलेक्शन मस्ट बी फ्री
Fair.
एंड फेयर
Yes, sir.
किंतु सेटा सेठी हेला नाही अब सेमान कहउचंती इट वाज ए रिग्ड इलेक्शन at the behest of India to sit Sheikh Hasina as the Prime Minister to serve India's interest. That was the long-standing discontentment, and it was fueled by this triggering point.
No, that about this particular conception, it is the handiwork of some fundamentalist who are behind this.
Other
unrest.
regimes are there. तमे कहबा external agency like America, China, they were also having hands in this kind of issue. The fundamentalists and the radicalists, those who are opposed to India, they also played a major part. बहुत जिनस रही सब है ये सब जिनस गुड़ा you must be aware.
Yes, sir.
As you have gone through international relation,
Yes, sir.
what are the key determinants of Indian foreign policy?
So the principles and objectives.
Anything you
Key
tell?
determinants.
Key
What do you
determinants.
think? You tell.
Sir, there are some principles that are based on Indian foreign policies, like it supports mutual cooperation. Then it also gives the idea that non-interference in bilateral issues, non-interference in domestic politics of any other country. Then it
What is the most important factor?
गोटे टर्म तो इंडिया रो फॉरेन पॉलिसी को तुम कहि परिबो नहीं तार कि टर्म
yes, sir. The
National
policy-
interest?
Yes, sir. Nation first principle.
That is the first principle. National interest to be protected at any cost.
So you tell, despite the embargo of US regarding import of oil, how India could export oil from Russia?
Import na? How
Sorry,
India
import oil from Russia.
Sir, India's foreign policy strategy is not based on any political region. It was based on India's demand on oil.
This is the India's national interest.
Yes,
Yes.
that's why.
That is why India procured. It is for national interest.
Yes, sir.
Our survival is first. Our interest is first.
Do you favor India's middlemanship in resolving the dispute between Ukraine and Russia?
If both the countries will accept India's involvement, then India can play a role.
Are
Hey,
you not reading newspaper?
Do you know or you are bluffing?
Sir, I have read little about this topic.
If then what? Why if? Both the countries they have accepted. India has already, our Prime Minister had been to Russia and thereafter to Ukraine. He has started.
We are already on the
negotiation.
job.
On the job. No question of if. It has already been started.
ଟିକେ ପେପର ରେ ଦେଖ
କୋ ପେପର ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି?
Sir, the Indian Express.
Indian Express. Who is
sir.
the editor of Indian Express? Who edition ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି?
Sir, New Delhi edition.
ଅନ୍ୟ ଗୋଟେ ବି ପଢୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଦିଟା ପଢନ୍ତୁ ନେଟରେ ତ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ପଢନ୍ତୁ
Yes, sir.
ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଦେଖୁଛ ନା ନାହିଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ବି ପଢୁଛ ନା ନାହିଁ
No, sir.
ନାଇଁ ପଢନ୍ତୁନି ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ବି ପଢିବେ ନା
Sure, sir. I will.
बोर्ड रे तो ओडिया पचारिबे आज पेपर रे कोन बाहरला जति पचारले
Sir, I will read about it.
अच्छा पढिबो ना
Yes, sir.
ଆଗ ଡିପ୍ରେସନ ଆଗ ସାଇକ୍ଲୋନ ହବ
Sir, I have a depression.
why do you have any idea
Sir, it is the scientific reason that the low pressure will be created. If the low pressure will be created, then the depression will happen, and it will then cause the cyclone.
we are মানে layman you explain us what is depression what is super cyclone
Sir, the is according to the Disaster Management Act. There are some. It is based on the intensity and wind of the analysis.
Wind speed.
Wind
Yes, sir,
speed.
wind speed.
Wind-
And,
हाँ.
and that gives the idea of whether it is super cyclone, cyclone or what else.
और से जो नाम गुड़ा सब दिया जाए, do you have any idea?
Yes, sir, there is a process.
ना प्रोसेस नो जो ना दिया हो जी गोटे साइक्लोन है तुम कहे फनी गोटे साइक्लोन है आम कहे ना तार अलग ना आसूँ हाउ इट इज हाउ द नेम कम्स फ्रॉम
Sir, there is an organization and each country has to suggest.
What is that
नहीं
organization?
जो जगह रे ओरिजिनेट हो जी सी जगह पे कौन ना दिया से ऑलरेडी
Fixed है
फिक्स है अच्छी एटा हम जानी था
Okay. ଏବେ women empowerment ପାଇଁ keep it in on mind while you are giving answer before the board. Feel comfortable in any language that you like. Okay.
Yes, sir.
With the permission of the board, you can switch over to this and that.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Suppose they ask you, or we are asking you, what are the new schemes of the new government?
Sir, with respect to Odisha,
Odisha, yeah. Odisha.
in the context of women empowerment
in the context,
Tell me.
sir, it has come up with a new scheme called Subhadra Yojana, and it has also made some plan for increasing women empowerment in workforce, like the breastfeeding cabins in office.
Workplaces.
Yes, sir.
Workplaces, bus stand, railway station, everywhere they will do it.
Yes, sir.
And another major scheme very off late they decided, and that is a very progressive in nature. You have to tell that.
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Huh?
Not able to recall.
Paid period day.
Yes, sir. Menstrual leave. Number of menstrual leave.
But the
days
first
available.
time they
Yes, sir.
brought it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
how many days
Sir, it is up to 25 days.
no
No.
10 days
10 days.
10 days
Gee, there are so many schemes that the government has changed the name but nothing. Say so jidi pachara jaye. Any idea?
do you favor changing of the name of the scheme
Sir, I feel the ultimate aim of the government should be the implementation of this scheme. So the name change purpose is the decision of majority political party in power, that I respect. But the ultimate focus should be on the implementation of all those schemes.
support or you support or oppose or neutral
Sir, in some cases, I believe name change is a good thing. For example, Kalia scheme, it was not, the farmer communities were not aware what Kalia is. But if the CM Kisan, it is directly known that the purpose is for farmer. So the name is directly saying that the purpose is for farmers community, which was not there in Kalia.
गोटे मेक इन ओडिशा कनक्लेव होतला जानि छ मेक इन ओडिशा
Yes, sir.
कनक्लेव
Yes, sir.
ना कोन करछन देबे
Sir, Utkarsh Odisha.
उत्कर्ष ओडिशा उत्कल कोन करछन
Utkarsh Odisha.
उत्कल
उत्कर्ष, उत्कल।
उत्कर्ष उत्कल
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
नेम जे किसी जगह रे दरकार मतलब मेक इन इंडिया
Good.
आमे ओडिया अस्मिता कथा कहूचे किंतु आमे ऑप्शन कहूचे जे मेक इन ओडिशा तो आमे काहे करिया मेक इन ओडिशा एटी दरकार किंतु सीएम किसान कालिया क्वांटिटी की क्वालिटी की चेंज होई कि सेटा चिंता फास्ट देखियो सेटा
Yes, sir. Some changes.
कंटेंट इंपोर्टेंट हो जे कंटेंट ऑफ ए स्कीम
The very purpose जहाँ कहल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन है आउ बोगस लोक पाइबा दरकार नहीं. It must go to the
सीएम
deserving.
किसान रे आ गोटे जो नुवा जिंस सन ऐड करछंती लैंडलेस फार्मर्स जो मान थिले दे आर नाउ एंटाइटल्ड टू receive 12,500 per annum जोड़ा आगुर नथिला प्रोविजन
Yes, sir.
किंतु एबे आगुर कालिया योजना केते टका दिया होतला
Sir, 4,000 in per year.
per year
Yes, sir.
in how many installments?
One installment.
No, in 2 installments. Now it is also in 2 installments.
अमाउंट बोध अधिक अछि
आरे रहला एटा लैंडलेस फार्मर्स वन आर करले
एबे देले जोटा को दिन देले एबे जो फास्ट गोटे इंस्टॉलमेंट देले
को जगह रो दिया हला
को
को ओकेजन रे देले
अक्षय तृतीय रे दिएतिले
ना,
से
ना।
गवर्नमेंट ये केबे देले
बरगड़ देले परा
संबलपुर
नुआखाई रे देले।
देले
संबलपुर देले
नुआखाई जुहार भेटी हिसाब रे चलिला से दिन
Yes.
नुआ खाई पर सिग्निफिकेंस जानछो
Yes, sir.
कोन कहल
It is about giving respect to the motherland and agricultural communities. It has also economic significance that the festival increases the economic activities in the region through purchasing different items. It has also social values like it increases the family values that even after so many difficulties, people return to their home for observing the festival.
ओके